And so we believed even if things didn't turn out great for us, it was still worth it to stand up for our friend and do what we thought was right, even though that was not the right thing to do. But a couple of my best friends growing up, their names were Mason and Milo. They were from Kazakhstan, and they were adopted at like the age of like 1. And so they grew up with actually the pastor that leads one of our churches in Macon, and we lived on the same property like our whole life. Super great friends. And the younger one was named Milo, and he was always like a head or two shorter than everyone else's age. And so this led to a lot of people making fun of Milo. But the thing they didn't know is that Milo had Mason and Cole to help stand up for him. And that was our job. Kids would pick on him, they'd call him names, they'd shove him down, and we were like, they're gonna get it when there's not adults around. That's kind of our mentality that we had. And there was like a 17-year-old, and he probably had a mustache. And I can't tell you if that's the truth because I didn't remember at the time. But he kept picking on Milo, and he kept shoving him down. So he would say some pretty dirty stuff to him. So there would be, drug deals happening at church. Like there was some like rough kids, and one of these guys was picking on Milo. And so week after week, he kept getting picked on, and me and Mason were like, I don't know what we're gonna have to do to stop this. Like we can't go tattle on him like that's what kids would do. And so we ended up deciding that we're just gonna have to take action. We're gonna do it next week. If he comes and he starts talking about Milo, we're gonna do this. And we normally had like a routine, which sounds bad. We had a routine of how we'd fight people, and allegedly. So Milo was the smallest one, and he was really fast and agile, and so he would go down and kind of like slide and grab their legs. And me and Mason would run up and knock him down and, take our shots until that dude knew that he shouldn't do it anymore. We're doing it to this guy. We're like 11 or 12 at the time, by the way. This guy is like 17. But he came up and he started, like, we were playing like catch out with a football, and he would shove Milo down and catch it and call him names and stuff. We're like, all right, it's going down. So we kind of gave each other the head nod. Milo ran over to this kid, and he grabbed his ankles, and me and Mason got him a few times. We got him on the ground, but the thing that we didn't necessarily take in consideration is, what are we going to do when he shoves us off of him? Because after we lose our edge of the sneak attack, then we're useless. Like, we're defenseless in this situation. And so he shoves us off of him, and we kind of look at each other, and we're like, run! So we take off, because if we know that we're around adults, that this guy's not going to, beat up the pastor's son. And so we make it to the church, and I swear, this dude's hand was, like, about to touch my shirt, because I was the slowest out of all three of us, and I'm like, oh, my goodness.